Are you struggling to land a job even after multiple interviews? If you are, you're not alone in this boat. The job interview process can be a daunting experience, filled with questions that seem to probe into every corner of your life, professional and personal. It can feel like a grueling interrogation, a nerve-wracking test of your worth. You may walk out of an interview room feeling like you've just run a marathon, your heart pounding and your mind buzzing with what-ifs and could-have-beens. It's not uncommon to face rejection, to hear the dreaded words, "We'll be in touch," only to receive a polite but firm no later on. Yet, it's crucial to remember that these moments of struggle aren't a reflection of your value as a candidate. They're simply part of the process of passage in the job-seeking journey. But don't worry, you're not alone, and there are ways to turn your luck around. Before we finish, here's a checklist to keep in mind as you continue your job search. 1. Understand the job interview process. It's more than just answering questions. It's about showcasing your skills and potential. 2. Accept that rejection is common. Let it discourage you. Remember, it's part of the job-seeking journey and doesn't define your worth. 3. Look for ways to your chances. Seek advice, practice your responses, and always be prepared. Every interview is a learning experience. Ever wondered what goes on inside the interviewer's mind? Imagine it this way. The interviewer is like a miner, digging deep to uncover the gemstone that is the perfect candidate. They're seeking someone who not only possesses the right skills and qualifications, but also fits seamlessly into their team culture. From their perspective, an interview is a tool to evaluate your potential as an employee. They're curious about your past experiences, how you've handled challenges, and how you might contribute to their organization's success. This understanding can be a powerful tool for you. By anticipating their needs and framing your responses accordingly, you can effectively demonstrate your value. For instance, if you know they're looking for a team player, share examples that highlight your collaborative skills. In essence, the interviewer's perspective is a roadmap guiding you towards a successful interview. So, approach the conversation with empathy and strategic understanding. Remember, interviewers are not your adversaries, they are your potential colleagues. To wrap up, here's a quick checklist for your journey to a successful interview. 1. Understand the interviewer's perspective. 2. Evaluate your potential as an employee. 3. Demonstrate your value effectively. Now, let's move on to the most prevalent interview questions you might encounter. To begin with, there's the seemingly harmless, "Tell me about yourself." However, don't be tricked. This isn't a green signal to recite your autobiography. It's your golden chance to succinctly emphasize your skills, experiences, and career objectives that match the job role. The following inquiry is, "Why should we recruit you?" Here is your moment to market yourself. Explain what exceptional qualities you can contribute. Demonstrate how your prior experiences have prepared you to shine in the job. Keep in mind, it's not just about why you desire the job, but why the job should desire you. Then comes the age-old, "What are your strengths?" This isn't the moment to be shy. Promote your skills that are directly pertinent to the job. If you're seeking a sales role, your stellar communication skills would be a noteworthy point to emphasize. Equally crucial is, what are your weaknesses? This is a challenging one, you to be truthful, but not to the extent of undercutting yourself. Select a weakness that you've been actively trying to overcome, indicating your dedication to progress and self-betterment. Another usual query is, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Your response should demonstrate a logical progression from the job for which you're applying. This indicates that you've contemplated your career trajectory and are invested in the long haul. And finally, why did you quit your last job? Be truthful but diplomatic. Refrain from speaking ill of your former employer. Instead, concentrate on what you're hoping to attain from a new prospect. While these questions might appear straightforward, your responses can expose a lot about you. They offer the interviewer a peek into your capabilities, your motivations, your self-awareness, and your vision for the future. Hence, set aside some time to formulate thoughtful answers that represent who you are as a professional, and you'll be one step closer to nailing your job interview. Here's a quick checklist to help you prepare. 1. Brace yourself for common interview questions. 2. Promote your skills, experiences, and goals. 3. Market yourself effectively. So, how do you answer these questions to impress your potential employer? Well, let's dive right into it. Crafting winning answers isn't about memorizing a script or delivering a rehearsed monologue. It's about presenting the real, authentic you. Remember, employers are not just looking for a skill set, they're looking for a person who fits their company culture. Authenticity resonates, so let your true self shine through. Now on to showcasing your skills and experiences. When answering questions, aim to highlight your abilities and past accomplishments. This isn't the time to be modest. If you led a team to success, say it. If you exceeded your sales targets, mention it. But remember, it's not just about what you've done, it's about how you've done it. So don't just state the facts, tell a story. Make it compelling, make it relatable. For example, instead of saying, I led a team of 5, you could say, I had the privilege of leading a diverse team of 5, and together we increased sales by 20% over 6 months. See the difference? The latter paints a vivid picture of your leadership and your results. But it's not enough to just talk about yourself. You need to align your answers with the company's values and objectives. Do your homework. Understand what the company stands for, what their goals are, and how your skills and experiences can contribute to their success. For instance, if the company values innovation, highlight instances where you've thought outside the box or implemented new ideas. If teamwork is their mantra, share stories of your collaborative efforts. This shows not only your understanding of the company, but also your willingness to contribute to its vision. In a nutshell, crafting winning answers involves being authentic, showcasing your skills and experiences, and aligning your answers with the company's values. And remember, this is your chance to sell yourself, so make every word count. Remember, your answers should not only highlight your skills, but also show how you can contribute to the company's success. So let's arm you with the confidence and knowledge to ace that interview and land your dream job. As a quick recap, here's your checklist. 1. Be authentic. 2. Showcase your skills and experiences. 3. Align your answers with the company's values and objectives. What about those tricky questions that catch you off guard? You know, the kind that make your palms sweat and your heart race. There's no doubt that these can be tough, but with the right approach, they can turn into golden opportunities to impress your interviewer. Let's start with the infamous, what is your greatest weakness? This one's a classic, and it's designed to test your self-awareness and honesty. The key here is to choose a real weakness, but one that you're actively working on improving. For example, you might say, I've often been a bit of a perfectionist, which can cause me to spend too much time on minor details, but I'm learning to prioritize and focus on the big picture. Then there's the curveball. Tell me about a time when you failed. This question is all about resilience and learning from mistakes. Your response should highlight a genuine failure, but also explain what you learned from the experience and how it helped you grow. For example, at my last job, I misjudged the timeline for a project and we missed the deadline. It was a failure, but it taught me the importance of setting realistic expectations and communicating clearly with my team. And what about, why should we hire you over other candidates? This question is your chance to sell yourself. Rather than comparing yourself to others, focus on your unique skills and experiences that make you the best fit for the job. You might say, I bring a unique combination of technical skills and people management experience that I believe can add significant value to your team. When faced with these tricky questions, remember to take a moment to gather your thoughts. It's perfectly fine to pause before answering. Also, if you're not sure what the interviewer is asking, don't hesitate to ask for clarification. They'll appreciate your initiative in making sure you understand the question. While these questions can be challenging, they also offer an opportunity to showcase your problem-solving skills and adaptability. So, the next time you're in an interview, take those tricky questions in stride. You've got this. As we wrap up, here's a simple checklist to keep in mind as you prepare for your next interview. 1. Prepare for tricky questions. Step into the interviewer's shoes and think of the challenging queries that might be asked. This will help you craft thoughtful responses in advance. 2. Showcase your problem-solving skills. Highlight instances from your past experiences where you faced a problem and managed to find a solution. 3. Highlight your adaptability. Demonstrate how you've adapted to changes and unforeseen circumstances in your previous roles. Keep these 3 points in mind, and you'll be ready to face any interview with confidence. Preparation is key to acing any job interview. It's much like studying for an exam. You wouldn't walk into a test without having read the material, would you? The same principle applies to job interviews. Researching the company and the role you're applying for is a crucial first step. Understand their mission, culture, and the problems they're solving. This knowledge can help you tailor your responses to align with their needs. Practicing your responses is the next step. Think about the common interview questions we discussed earlier. Craft answers that highlight your skills, experiences, and how you can contribute to the company. Don't just memorize your responses, understand them. This will allow you to adapt your answers to different questions fluidly. Lastly, prepare thoughtful questions to ask the interviewer. This shows your interest in the role and gives you a chance to evaluate if the company is the right fit for you. With adequate preparation, you can walk into any interview with confidence. And here is a quick checklist to remember the key points. 1. Research the company and role. 2. Practice your responses. 3. Prepare thoughtful questions to ask the interviewer. So let's quickly recap what we've covered. We began by acknowledging the struggle of job interviews, a common experience that most of us can resonate with. Then we delved into understanding the interviewer's perspective, a crucial step often overlooked. By putting ourselves in their shoes, we can better anticipate their expectations and tailor our responses accordingly. Next, we explored the most common interview questions. We also offered advice on crafting winning answers, focusing on authenticity, clarity, and relevance. Remember, the key is to showcase your skills and experiences in a manner that aligns with the role you're applying for. We also discussed handling tricky questions, those curveballs that can catch you off guard. And finally, we emphasized the power of preparation, because as the saying goes, failing to prepare is preparing to fail. Remember, every interview is a learning experience, so keep refining your approach and soon you'll land the job of your dreams. Before we wrap up, let's go through a quick review checklist to ensure you've got all the important points covered. Ask yourself these questions. 1. Did you understand the job interview process? 2. Did you understand the interviewer's perspective? 3. Did you prepare for common and tricky questions? 4. Did you showcase your skills and experiences effectively? 5. Did you align your answers with the company's values and objectives? 6. Did you research the company and the role you are applying for? 7. Did you practice your responses? 8. Did you prepare thoughtful questions to ask the interviewer? This checklist will serve as a roadmap to ace your next job interview. Now go ahead and get that job you've been dreaming of. Did you find this video helpful? If so, we'd appreciate it if you could hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Your support enables us to continue providing content that can help you and many others navigate the job market with confidence. Have any thoughts or questions about the job interview process? Don't hesitate to leave a comment below. We'd love to hear from you and engage in a conversation. Remember, you're not alone in this journey. We're here to help, and together, we can turn those job interview challenges into opportunities. Thank you for watching, and until next time, keep refining your approach, keep learning, and keep going after your dreams.